Satan.
Hanoi menta ka met ka makato ka ni por nginya pek nginya puli Mano bala Thaw U Soitan.
What did God create?
Yano Blei la Thaw.
Book of Isaiah chapter 14
Ke kitab jong Isaya ka lanong ka bakat saw.
from 12 to 14 verses.
Kerekat ka bakat arado ka bakat saw.
Read it in your language, Pastor.
To nginya puli ha ka tien kasi.
Yes, Pastor. 12 to 14.
Kat saw ka lanong kerekat ka bakat arado ka bakat saw. Kumno milahap no na beneng. Milahap na beneng kolo shy ukun jong ka step. Kumno la otno ayami siya ka kendo. Ubala chupan dem len yagi chat benrio. Ti milang halaga donut ngan kiu shapeneng ngan kan tiu yalaga ket haneng ki klor jong Blei bat ngan shong halor ulom ke jingyaseng hage bakot pang satay ngan kiu shalandat kilo ngan long kum ubahajrong
So as you have seen here,
kumba pila yo I hang ni
do you see Lucifer there, sir?
Ye-
Name? Lucifer?
Uh,
Verse, 12th verse, there is name. See,
Yes,
I read
yes.
it in English, but let's see. Because in Telugu also, Lucifer name doesn't appear.
It
but
says-
only in English it appears.
yeah in kasi it says lur shy yeah
But
different
in Telugu it doesn't appear. But thanks to King James Version we have. You see, it reads here, how art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer?
ha kane ka King James version ka ang kumno malahap na beneng ko Lucifer.
He is the son of morning.
Ulong uday ukhuan jong ka step.
He is not the morning star.
Umday uklor step.
Book of Revelation talks about the morning star.
Ka kitab jing patpaw ka kran
But
sa
he is
pang
not the
uklor
morning
step.
star. He is the son of the morning.
Uni umsam day uklor step and day ukhuan jong ka
How
step.
art thou cut down to the ground,
Kumno la no ayami sa ka kandaw.
which didst weaken the nation?
May ubala chupan dem len nya gichat penrio.
Now tell me, who is weakening the nations?
Padan
Nations.
menta Mano bala pendam len nya gichat penrio.
Who is weakening Ukraine?
Mano bala pendam len ya ka Ukraine.
Who is weakening Russia?
Mano bala pendam len ya ka Russia.
Who is weakening India and Pakistan?
Mano bala pendam ya ka Russia ba Pakistan.
He weakens the nations.
Ba oh yola pendam bala pentlot ya gichat penrio ba.
Now, what is his name?
Menta ka ay ka kerteng ka chongu.
Now, everybody tell me, what is his name?
Menta ay way pa way ya to yang ka ay ka kerteng chongu.
Come on, say it louder.
Saba ong ka bacham.
Lucifer.
Ka kerteng ka chongu day Lucifer.
Do we know the meaning of Lucifer?
Hato ngitep ya ka chingmot.
The name
Chong nga kerteng
Lucifer means Luxophorus, which means light bearer.
Ka kerteng Lucifer ka bamot unong ra jingshay.
You know, we all use Lux soap, Lux, Lux, Lux International.
Ye pendon kam ya
Lux.
ka saban Lux.
You know, Lux means something that brightens you, that glow, that makes you to glow.
Pitep Lux kamot ka saban Lux kamot ka air ka ay ka ba penlong ya pi ba pin ipo ipin.
So Luxophorus, which means light bearer.
Kumta kani ka Luxophorus ka bamot unong ra jingshay.
Please note that he is not the light,
Shobha kan ma ba long ka jingshay.
but he is the light bearer.
Handay ma uday unong ra
And
jingshay.
we know Jesus in the book of John very well. He said, I am the light of the world.
Bariya tipa ka kita aga gospel ka jong yone so jisuang nga long ka jingshay jong ka
But
pertay.
Satan claims and says, and Jesus warned us that Satan comes as the angel of light, but is not the light.
Ujisu maham yang iba Soitan ulaban wan kum angel jong ka jingshay handay day ka jingshay.
You know, when disasters come,
Pete bhaba kini kiching penchat kiwan.
you made insurance for your car, Pastor.
Yes.
And when disaster come tonight,
Lasengi dan ya kini ki insurance na kamta ki car ki
in
jong
the
ki kali
fact your
jong.
car is washed,
Ladawan kano ka ching cha accident lasi haka ka ching slay ya ka kali ki jong pila rong no.
how many of you have cars?
Kano na preng jopi ki badan kali.
How many of you have your own cars?
Kano na pi badan
Yeah.
ki
And you
badan
make
kali.
insurance, and imagine all of you have cars.
Lase udor la pi baro badan kali.
and all of you have insured.
Babano na pipidan ya kanika insurance.
But tonight the flood came, washed all of our cars.
Bat la se menta kami kanika ching slayom kanika ching apelong kawan pan sarma ay kali chungi paro.
Next day we all went to Shillong to that insurance company.
Bar hagawai bagas kila se baro nangingelek sa ka insurance
And we
company.
say, our car is lost now. This is the insurance now. Give us.
Ban ngiyong ya ka kali ka chungi kala sa rong no kanika dagi insurance chungi kumta subha ay biang ngi ya ka kali ka chong.
You know what the insurance company says?
Pitip kumno ka kanika company insurance kong.
Pastor Calvin, you did not read the conditions.
Bar ka kinong Pastor Calvin Pimsham la puli ki kindan.
Natural disasters are acts of God. Please note that word. They say natural disasters are acts of God. Acts of God are not covered in our insurance.
Bat ki thok garan ka kindan ka ki thok tu kyang ba ki ni ki jing penjot chong ka marang ki kam ki chong Blei. Bar ki kam ki chong Blei sham labo ha ka insurance ka chong ingim la ba ni ra.
When the word says he weakens the nations,
Haba-
this is what it means.
Habaga kitian ka ang ba ula pendam len ni ki chai pan riu ka ni ka dei ka ching mot chong ka.
In India, the insurance company says the same thing.
Ha India ka ni ka insurance company ka ong ya ka chu.
Acts of God.
Ki kiro ki ang ba ki ki kam chong
They
Blei.
say disaster is an act of God.
Ki ang ba ki ni ki ching penjot chong ka marang ki
Maybe
kam
some
ki
of
ka kam
our
chong Blei.
friends in America. Some of our friends in America.
Kikiram ka to ka ni ki parlok chong i
Some
Amerika.
friends in California and those, what do you say, in the forest area living.
Ba ki dang ki parlok chong i California le se ki ba em ha ki tu ki jaka klau.
No flood,
Amdan ching at pelong la ni
but there was
ching
fire.
Henry ha ka tu ka jaka kaladan ka ching plodin.
House is burned,
Ye ki yeng ki sam la
car
ing
is burned.
ki yeng ki sam ki la ing lot
Somehow they are saved.
ki kali ki la ing lot but
They go back to the insurance
kumnor
company.
kumno ki lait em bat ki la ya lait sa ka
The
company
insurance
insurance.
company in America, they would say, this is the act of God. It is not covered under our policy.
Bat kilaban lek sa kanila company bat ka ni ka company ka ong ba kini baro kidai ka kam chang Blei bat ka yakini am sam lakan top ha ka insurance company jongi.
God is being blamed.
Bat Blei usha keno agi priyo.
Tonight we are going to learn. See, you have to read Bible very carefully.
Menta ka mit ngenia puli pi ngidan kaman puli benia ya ka Bible jongi.
He weakens down the nations.
Oi lo pendam len ya ki chai pan rio.
And he was cast down from heaven.
Bat ya ula bena la otno na beneng.
And the verses following we see, he would say, you see what he says? I will ascend above the throne of God.
Barha ka
He-
benta ka khat ka bapor ka ula ong ngangan kyo salandat chong ka khat ka chong.
I will exalt my throne above the stars of God.
Barongan kan tiu ya ka khat ka chong asa lor chong kil o kiklor.
I will ascend. I will exalt. I will sit.
Ngan kiu ngan kan tiu ya la de bat ngan shong ha ka khat.
Non kiro is the word. I will.
Ngan.
He has the big eye problem.
Udan ya ka ni yau ni ungau ba he pa le ni uching e ben khat eye problem la ni kata ka nga.
Sometimes in the family, sometimes in the school,
Think-
sometimes in the classroom, sometimes in the churches, we have people that have not this eye problem, but that capital letter I problem.
Ha teng ha school ha balang la ni ka yam lang salang chonging i don ni ki priu ki padan ni ka ching e ka bi khat ka eye problem la ni ka singong ka ni ka nga.
You know SIN?
Pitip SIN.
What stands in the middle?
Wei badan ha pedeng jong ka ni ka SIN.
Come on, friends. I stands in the middle.
U ne udak I la ni.
Pastor, if you don't give me chance to sing today, I'm not coming to your church anymore.
Ai le don ki bang pastor la da pim ai lat yang ha dengan ruai menta ngana manso se jing seng che ying mane jong pi.
I will be the elder.
Ai don ki bri ki bang ngan long unong urang ba balang.
I will be the singer.
Don ki bang ngan long unong ruai.
I will be the driver.
Ngan long unong nya kali.
I will be the chef cooking.
Ngan long unong shat.
Anything, everything, I.
Na dong sadong nga.
Don't mix I.
Wat penya khle e nga.
Don't mix me.
Wat penia kle yang ah?
I'm not going to come to your church anymore.
Ngaman ladapim kentup yang nganaman sa yung manito
See,
pi.
this eye problem did not begin here, it began in heaven.
Pi kani ka jing jong kani ka nga kam sem las dang hang ni indoi kelas dang
In these
apeneng.
2 or 3 verses, you see and notice how many times that I says and
Hagani ki
says.
lai tali ki kan tien pila panyo iba kilan si bon sin ba Soitan wang mau Lucifer wang nga.
Satan want to exalt himself above God.
U Soitan u kwa ban kan tiu yala di kam haneng lai kam shalot jong Blei.
Lucifer means what?
Lucifer kamut kumno. Kamut ayo.
Light bearer.
Kamut unong ra jing shai.
But he wants to be the light.
Henry u kwa ban long ka jing
He wants
shai.
to be above the stars of God.
U kwa ban long haneng jong ki klor jong Blei.
You know, stars of God.
Pitep ki klor jong Blei.
He wants to be above them.
Ay u kwa ban don kam haneng jong ki.
He wants to be above God.
U kwa ban don haneng jong Blei.
A light bearer want to be the light.
Unong ra jing shai la kwa ban long ka jing shai.
See, he said, I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. You know, Megalaya means. How many of you know what is the word Megalaya means?
Wangan kiu salandap kilo. Kanong na preng jong pi ki batep ka ay ka jingmot jong na kintin Meghalaya.
Clouds. You know, somebody, yesterday we said, what's his name? Somebody besieged Samaria.
Menen ngi ang Mano bala kerkut ya ka Samaria, ka ay ka kerteng jong tu brio bala kerkut ya ka Samaria.
What's his name?
Ka ay ka kerteng jong u
Ben Hadad.
ka kerteng gi jong u kadai u Ben Hadad.
Megalia, the abode of the clouds, Satan also want to be here.
Ka Meghalaya ka ri la ni ka jaga song jingkylli u Soitan u kwa aru bandon hang ni.
I will be above the cloud and I will be like the most high.
Ulang ngan long halor jongkel bat ngan long kum uba hajrong tam e.
I will be like the most high. Who is the most high?
Wang ngan long kum uba hajrong tam e.
Who
Uba
is
hajrong tam
most
e.
high?
Ni uba hajrong tam e.
You know, one day Jesus,
Pete bagaway ke sngi
God
Jesu
of the boat,
ula kyo hagaling.
he was going to the Gadarenes.
Ula lecha gatherings.
There was a man possessed with the devil.
Ladon uwe ubrio uba shong suy.
His hands were bound with iron chains, but he breaks them.
Yaki kiti ki jong ula te dagi kentri nar henrei ula betat yaki ba.
Nobody could control them.
Amdan mano balaban bat la ne ban kang yaki.
Jesus came,
Ando yu Jesu lawan.
was walking.
Kat ba udang yahat.
The man was walking.
Uni upriu ula yahat.
Attack Jesus.
Ula wan ban
The closer he came,
attack yu Jesu. Kat ba
the
udang wan
demon-possessed
kamajan.
man said, Son of the Most High God, what have you to do with us?
Ando yu ni kini ki briu ki bala shong suai klong ko kun chong ba ha kle tame ba drong tame ka ei ka ba me dan ban le bat ngi.
Oh, who is the Son of the Most High God?
Mantaway ukon jong Blei ba
Jesus
ha drong
Christ.
tame.
Jesus Christ.
U Jesu Christ.
Now, according to this verse, he says, I will be above, or I will be like the Most High.
Barkat kom gani gani kat uong ngan long halor bat ngan long hajrong jong ba kli tame ba ngan
He
long
was a created being,
uday tang ujing tao
but he wants to be like his creator.
Handai ula kwa ban long kumunang tao jong u
How could that be possible?
kumno kata gala ban long
If you are a son in a family,
ladapi day ukhuan na galong yeng
how can you be a father? How can you be a husband to your mother?
kumno bila ban long pa kumno bila ban long u tengah na kamita ka kami jong si
Just like that.
kumta
He's saying, I will be like the Most High.
uni Soitan ulong ngan long kumubahat rong tam e
There's so much to learn from each word.
Oy kiran sibun ki ay ban
Thou
nang
shalt be
nagikit
brought down to hell, to the sides of the pit.
Penban an sa penhiar yami se dujok sedu setrai jong ka liulong.
So here is a person or a being created by God,
Hang ni la don u jing thau u priu bala thau do blei.
but he wants to be like God.
Handai ula kwa aban long ko mo blei.
He is created to be the light bearer, but he wants to be the light
Ya
bearer.
ula thau aban long unong
It's
ra.
God.
Jing shai handai u kwa aban long ka jing shai.
So he wants to be, I will be like the Most High.
Hat ula ong bangan long ko mo bahajurong tam eh.
But you know, this being created by God, beautiful creature,
Ai pi tep ba ya uni u jing thau bala thau itanat do blei.
wisdom is given to him,
Ya ke jing start la ai
beauty
ho.
is given to him,
Ya ke jing itanat la ai ho.
talents are given to him.
Ki ya ki sap kita lan la ai ho.
And you read in the book of Ezekiel, chapter 28, verse 14, 15, 16.
But
The
peop-
book of Ezekiel is like the book of Revelation for the Old Testament people.
Ka pipuli ha ki kitab trong Ezekiel kalong ka baru prayer ka kasau ka san berkat nyau. Ka kitab trong Ezekiel kalong kum ka kitab chung penpau na kam ta ki brio ha ka testament ka barim.
You were the anointed cherub who covers. I established you. Who established?
Melong ukerap ubaka bat ngalas seng yami.
Says God. You were on the holy mountain of God.
Melalong halor ulum ubak kuo chong ublay.
You walked back and forth in the midst of the fiery stones. You were perfect in your ways from the day you were created.
Melayat saram saneng hapdeng ki maba medeng. Melalong janai halagi lenti nado kata kasngi bala penlong yami.
Until when he was perfect?
Tat hado lano ba ulalong bacanai?
Until iniquity was found in him.
Tat hado bala syam yaga jing bam hak
Your
hau.
heart was lifted up because of your beauty.
Oh yaga donot ke chong me lagan tio namar ke jing itanat chong me.
And you are corrupted, your wisdom for the sake of your splendor. I cast you to the ground. I laid you before the kings that they might gaze at you.
Pada ke jing itanat ke chong me lapan dap yaga pedeng chong me daga jing le bor pat me le pop namar kata. Ngala bret no yami kumu basang na ulo mo blay ban ngala penjot yami ku kerop ubala ka hapdeng ki mau pamedeng.
No, a being created by God wants to be like God.
Men-
What God can do now.
Menta ujing tau lani brio bala tau do blay ukwa ban long kumu blay. Ka e ka ba ula ban le menta.
What God could do, what could He do, and what are where His options
Ka
are.
e ka ba blay ula ban le but ka e ka ba ula ban le but ka e pat ka way pat kilat ka ba
is
udon.
not the author of the disasters.
Ublay umday ba dong stang jong kini ke jing penjot.
God is not the author of the death.
Ublay umlong urong stang lani utray jong kini
God
ke
is
jing yap.
not the author of the pain.
Ublay umlong try umday ma ubawal lam ya gini ke jing pang.
We are closing quickly.
Hoy ngin saya pengkut no sian.
Hold your patience.
So babat ya ke jing ya sya aga jong pi.
Before there could be war between Ukraine and Russia, before there could be a World War I and World War II, there was war in heaven.
Hoy aswa bagandon ka thma pening ka Russia bag Ukraine, bag aswa bagalaban don ka thma ka beningkong bag ka thma ka baar kala don ka thma happening.
A war between Michael, which means one like God, and war between dragon.
Ka thma happening Michael ka mo bakoma blay but kile persya ya
The dragon.
une dragon lani umrat uyak chakor.
Remember, tonight we don't have enough time, but Revelation chapter 12 verse 9 tells us
Ha-
who the dragon is.
Hoy mentang imdan por hande ka kitab sing penpagol ng kapkat ar ka yathu yangi uy une uyak chakor.
You see, the dragon was cast out, the serpent of the old called the devil.
Hoy ni ka ang bayaw une uyak chakor la bret no sentiment yaw balakhat un nong shona brio.
And Satan who deceives the whole world.
Baru Soitan no bala syukor no ya kapertay baro ka way.
We read that in Isaiah.
Ay ngilay puli ya gari hawi saya.
Now, the Revelator also talks about Satan deceiving the whole world and the
Menta
nations.
uyonas jong jing penparo ukran ya gari ka chu sepang
And
Soitan.
his angels were cast out with him.
Bat ro yaki angel chong ulap la shop no
Many of
lembako.
you may fear Satan, but not fear God.
Lese bon na pedeng chong pi pilaban sep tieng yo Soitan handai pim sem sep tieng yo belai.
If you somebody says, there is a devil possessed person, we don't go there.
Lawan mo namang bang tayo ladon upriu ba siyang suot ngim sam lek seta.
But if somebody says there is a gospel meeting, we don't go there too.
La sila dodon bang bahang tayo ladon ka chingyan lap ya ka tien ka joblay bat sa tarong ngim lek.
Now tell me, did God create Satan? Did God create a Lucifer, which is a beautiful angel?
Mentayo tho yang ato Blei utaw U Soitan lani u Lucifer ubaday u angel uba pabrio.
Now you tell me, I'm not going to answer. You answer, please.
Mentayat ya tho yang subha jubab mapi ngan jubab subha jubab mapi
Nanang chuba,
ngan jubab
nan anjuba.
ngam jubab
Nan juba. I'm not going to answer you.
nganam jubab nagamta jong pi.
You answer. You now tell me who created Satan.
Menta ya tho yang Mano bala thaw U Soitan.
God created Lucifer,
Blei ula thaw U Lucifer.
but because of his beauty, he corrupted himself.
Andrei nakadaw jong ke jing itanat
He
ke jong
wanted to fight with Michael.
nakadaw jong ke jing itanat ke jong ula hapno ula kwa
The
ban ya le persayo
the good
Michael.
news tonight,
Andrei ka khubor ka ba menta gamit.
Satan was defeated by Michael.
U Soitan la job da Michael.
And Satan is defeated by Jesus Christ on the cross.
But U Soitan ro la job da Jisu halor jong ading.
Satan and death was defeated on the resurrection day.
U Soitan ba ya ka jing cha ya ka jing jong ya ka jing yap la job ha ka sgi jong ka jing mi pas.
Satan will be completely alienated at the second coming of Jesus.
But U Soitan an sa pandrona pura ha ka sgi ka jing wan ka pas.
Satan will be completely removed after the millennium.
U Soitan an sa weng na pura hadian jong ka ni ka siya charge na mapne.
So therefore, today tell me, if I made you to understand, if God made Satan, if God made Lucifer, which one did God make?
Menta ladang la yarap ya pi pin so tho hato Blei utaw U Soitan lani ya Lucifer ya no Blei la thaw.
Did God make Satan? Did God make an angel?
Hato Blei utaw U Soitan lani ya angel.
Answers, please.
Jubab. Angel.
God made an angel, but angel, because of his wisdom, because of his smartness, because of his beauty, he corrupted, he changed, he made himself a Satan, a devil, the dragon.
Blei ula thaw ya angel hanrei uniu angel nagadaw jong ing itanat jong nagadaw jong kini ki sap ki pong ba Blei ula aya ong ba ya
The old serpent. The old serpent
ulap dap da kecing le bor uni sentiment
that deceived Adam and Eve,
ubala syukur ya Adam mereka
going and deceiving many believers,
baru bala let ro ban syukur ki babon ki banget
going and deceiving the nations,
bala let ban syukur ya ki jai ban rio
weakening the nations.
ubala pendam len ya ki jai ban rio.
But the thing is, he does not come with his own attire.
Hoi hendai ka wei ka bagi dai ban sko thu ba samla wan ha kata kedur ke jong
He
uhi
comes in a disguise.
ulawan ha garukam ha ka wei pat garukam
You know, in the Garden of Eden, he did not come as Satan and he did not, hey Eve, I'm Mr.
ha per edan samwan ha gadur ke jong u ban yakran berkeem
I am Mr. Satan, you can see me. I come to deceive you, destroy you, and bring death to your children, your grandchildren, and everybody will sit and cry, and there will be earthquakes, there will be famines, pestilences. So, will you be part of my plan?
samwan banong yakem ngade U Soitan ngawan ban pen syukur ya pi ngawan ban penjat ya pi ha ka wei ka sngi baro ki khon ki ti jong pi bat ki briu kan sayap samong kam ta ha to fitre edan ban ya don kat ban nga
You know
ha ka gadur.
what will Eve say?
Nandai petep ka em ka longkom no.
You know what did Jesus say?
Petep ka ei ka ba uji
Get thee
sulang.
behind me, Satan!
Uji sulang ki me sa din chong ame U Soitan.
Get thee behind me!
Ki sa din chong ame U Soitan.
But he did not come
Nandai
as Satan.
samlawan ko U Soitan.
He said, Eve.
Nandai ulong im
He came in the form of a serpent.
ulawan ha ka dur ka chong peseng.
You know, all the story I'm telling you is taken from a book called Patriarchs and Prophets, chapter 1.
Ngai kani ka jing ya tu kana ka ba ya thu ya pi mentala sim na kani ka kat ka ba Blei kerteng ki kepartemen bat ki nong ya thuk lupa
Go
kalau nong
back
kebenin
and
kong.
read. You'll have more understanding.
Ki leit puli ke ni ke kot ki kepartemen bat ki nong ya thuk
So
lupa.
he came in disguise as a serpent. He said, Eve, did God, you see, he begins, God made a simple, plain statement, but he twisting the statement of God and saying, Eve, taste it. Did God tell you not to taste it?
No la wan ha ga dur ke jong psen ke bawang ke im ko im mat ya ka. Shi mat yo no so. Hato Blei ula ong ya pi ba pim dei ban pam yo.
Satan doesn't say the Bible is a lie. Satan doesn't say the Bible is a lie.
U Soitan sem long ba ka Bible ka dei ka jing shai.
He'll say the Bible does not talk about God.
Oh du nong ba ka Bible ka klam kren sepang jong Blei.
You understand?
Pi ngau thu ya ka ni ka jing syukor ka jong u.
And today, he doesn't come as a Satan and say, Mr. Satan, and what I tell, you must listen. He doesn't say
O
that.
klam ong mentang ada Pastor Soitan ya ka ka ba.
He doesn't come to your classroom when you're studying.
O klam wan sa ki kamera kelas ke jong pi ba
And
pi
say,
puli
"And
kot.
Satan, I don't want you to study.
O klam ong ada U Soitan ngam kwa ya pi ba pin puli
I
kot.
don't want you to become a doctor.
O klam ong ngam kwa ya pi ba pin long doktor.
I don't want you to become a nurse.
O klam ong ngam kwa ya pi ba pin long
I don't want you to become an
kanas.
IAS officer, IPS officer.
O klam ong ngam kwa ya pi pin long IAS officer.
He doesn't come in his own attire.
O klam wan ha kata ka riam lani ha ka dur ke jong uhi.
If you are a boy,
Lada pi dei u shin rang.
a viewer come and say hi.
La se ka kan thai ka ba ba priu kan wan bonong hai.
You are a beautiful girl.
Pi dei ka kan thai ka ba ba priu.
He will come with six-pack and say, hey, beautiful.
Un wan kat pat ka doksa bonong hey.
Big muscles,
Ki doksa ke ba he.
nice hairstyle,
La se ke snyo ke hairstyle ka ba itanat.
deodorant, nice deodorant,
La se ke riam ka ba itanat.
FZ bike, seat is empty.
But ke ni ki ka ni ka FZ bike but ka jaga shong hadin ka thli.
Audi car, AC is on.
La se ka ID car but ki ke do kebetulan AC.
We'll just go to Subway in Guwahati.
La se dong in jelek ka ni ka subway ha ko hati.
Just 2 hours ride in my beautiful Audi and very comfortable.
La se nong tang ar kan tar ka banyak ka ni ka beautiful ka kali ka ni ka RD ka ba itanat ka
But you
jonga.
say, as a girl, you say, no, my mom, my daddy does not allow.
La se bilang nong imei jonga inom sha ya.
You tell your daddy you have extra class today.
Pi ong yai pa jong pi don ya ka extra class jong pi menta.
That's how he deceives you.
Dei ha kata garukom un syukore pi.
That's how he deceives you.
Ha kata garukom un syukore
He
pi.
doesn't say, hey, don't drink alcohol, it'll hurt you. He'll say,
Oh,
drink little bit.
Unam ong wat nom di kiat kan pen men sao ya pi henry ong di kan diat.
Little bit.
Di tang kan diat.
No harm.
Kam dan jing ma.
Your friends will say, little bit, man.
I parlok jong pi nong tang kan diat.
You're very thin.
But ki ong pi long bri berai ko.
You'll put on weight.
Pi sa sngai.
You'll feel high.
Pi sngo ba pi kam halor.
Nice.
Pi sngo tenat.
He will not say, you'll go to hell.
Unam ong pin lit cha du jok.
He will not say, your health will fail you.
Unam ong ba ka jing ko jing khia ka jong pi
He
kan
will
sa
not say, you'll
jot.
not be interested in studies anymore.
Unam ong ba pi nam su tenat syu ban puli ko.
Come take little bit.
Ndai unong siam tang kan diat.
He will offer you these offerings through a friend which is very close to you.
Barun ai ya pi ye gani ke jing terwa lang bau parlok ba ya chat.
Please note that he will never come in his own attire.
Kan mau ye ka wai unam wan ha ka dur ka jong uhi.
How he came in the Garden of
Kum
Eden.
no la wan ka per eden.
Patriarchs and prophets tells us Jesus was visiting Adam and Eve every evening and he was warning them about a man or about a being, about a person who is going to come and deceive you.
Kay kikpataman ba ginang tulo pa gi yang i bau Jesu ju wan sa ka per eden but maham yaki sapang uni jing tao ban sa wan ban syukor
In
yaki.
spite of the warnings that Jesus gave, Adam and Eve were still deceived.
Oi wala pedeng gani ka jing maham ka jong Jesu Kristo adam ba ya ka im la syukor.
Instead of the warnings that Jesus has given us in His Word, many Christians today are being deceived.
Wat langi don ya gani ka tien ka jong Blei. Kabang idon mentahan ray ya sibun ki Kristan dang syukor.
Down